Church's chicken. All right. So I had this scheduled to talk about yesterday also. Um, we was against time. I figured that more details was going to come out about it anyway. And so I decided that I wanted to address it today, this morning, because I want to make sure that we understand exactly what's happening in these streets. Honest to God, man. Y'all losing your life over chicken, unreasonable confrontations, arguments. People are basically being taken away from their children, drive-throughs. And have y'all noticed? Have y'all noticed something? There's a theme, and it's very much unintentional. It's a theme, and it's unintentional. And the theme is a lot of this is happening from women. A lot of this is happening from women. Women are the biggest perpetuators of a lot of these crimes. They cutting off fingers from their sugar daddies. They are taking out lives at fast food restaurants, chopping up bodies, getting people set up for the trees. Every single story that I've shared with you thus far in the Millionaire Morning Show for the hour plus that we done been here, because we only here for 2 hours. Every single story today so far, there has been women involved as far as doing some of the worst things possible in the community.
Topping your news leader 4, a fast food worker is dead after police say she got into an argument with another woman in the drive-thru. Now, what you're looking at right now, these are photos police released of the suspect in the Orangetown incident before she sped away. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
Hi, I'm Shay Arthur in for April. As WREG's Dorita Patterson tells us, investigators are now trying to put a name with that face we just saw there to track down the woman wanted for pulling the trigger.
At the start of a new day, police are still looking for new clues following a deadly attack. Monday night, detectives were called to this Church's Chicken along Park Avenue in the heart of Orange Mound. In fact, Gregory Houston holds this community close to his heart as it's where he grew up.
I wish they have a house out here.
It was after he tuned in to WREG.
I heard about it on the news last night, and it was very sad.
Knowing this area was now at the center of a homicide investigation.
To see and hear that a young lady got killed on her job, trying to make a living for herself.
Police say a female worker here got into an argument with another woman in the drive-through lane. Detectives say the employee walked outside to, quote, get some air without...
Cap. Let me see the rest of the story. I'm looking at it for the first time.
Warning shots were fired. Sadly, the female worker did not survive. What remains...
Wait. Honestly, let's hold off for a second. Let's be real. And I'm never going to victim shame because I think that it's unfortunate that this woman lost her life. But let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a bean, y'all. She walked outside to get some air after she got into it with an argument with the woman. Cap, bro. Cap. I call cap 100%. I don't believe it. I think she was out there looking for a problem. I think she was out there look. I say this every day. I live it. I show it on camera. And I tell y'all, there is nothing wrong with returning back to your family. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Them same people that's like, yeah, you should have stood on business and all of this other stuff. Look, man, I'm going to see you another time. I promise you. That's my promise to you. I'm going to handle this way differently than you think I'm going to handle it. But for right now, in this moment, my goal personally is to make sure that I get back to my wife and my kid. You ain't got to do nothing to show nothing for nobody. I promise you, we going to revisit this at another time in some way, shape, or form. In some way, shape, or form. I didn't forget. God is still working on me. However, today, the preservation of life is imperative. I've gotten so good at walking away from confrontation in person. I've gotten so good at de-escalating the situation. The most dangerous person isn't the person that's the loudest in the room. The most dangerous person is the person that's chilling, because they ain't even tripping. They control, which means that they can then control you and your emotions. It is nothing wrong with making sure that you make it back home to your kids and your family. We have to, as a culture, and I'm talking about Western culture, not just black people, but Western culture, we have to start thinking our way through these issues instead of perpetuating and falling right into the stereotype and the negative. You got too much to lose. You got too much. So what? Somebody cussed you out. So what? Somebody called you out of your name. So what? Somebody said something wild to you. Yeah, what you want to do? Nothing. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. I apologize. If I'm getting into it with a guy, right? Let's say, for example, we going back and forth. We in person. And we it's getting up there. And I say, what you want to do? I dare you. Say something stupid, right? I'm going to just make it off the top of my head. What you want to do? I dare you. Run up. And he say, nah. He say, nah, I'm good, fam. Don't worry about it. You good. I would be more afraid. That's when the fear started kicking in. That's when I'm like, wait a minute. If I'm going at a dude and he calm and he be like, oh, no, it's cool, man. You know what? I apologize. You got it. If a dude say, you got it, that's scarier than a dude saying, what up? What we gonna do? Man, there's no. If a dude is just chilling there and he say, you got it, I'm not really sure that I want to just walk away from this guy. I got to figure out, what do you mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? You got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even sure I'm going to turn my back and walk away from that guy. I might just be walking backwards because I got to know whether or not he know, whether I know where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it when people are too cool and calm and they say, you got it in the midst of the situation. That's scary. That part is scary to me. I'm not checking for the dude that's loud. He loud because he don't want no problems. I'm paying attention to the dude in person. All this online junk don't mean nothing to me. I'm paying attention to the dude in person that's chilling. Hey, where his hands at? What he doing? What he got up after the end of the day? I want to know who he is, how many people he know, what his reputation like, what he used to doing. I want to do none of that. We got to start finding a way to think our way through all of these issues instead of always trying to get some air.
It's unclear is what prompted the deadly attack, but a stunning new development as this was caught on surveillance camera. Police now able to get a glimpse of the person they're now looking for. The woman police are now looking for at the time of the attack had purple hair and was driving a vehicle with what appears to be a child's car seat in the back.
Dummy.
A deadly fight that has those like Mr. Houston in a fight against gun violence.
Will be continued to be.
This is in Memphis.
I guess in the lost and found. So.
This Army vet never thought his childhood community would resemble that of a combat zone.
Memphis.
For your news leader in Orange Mound,
My heart was set.
Jarita Patterson, WREG.
You mean I can't go and get no barbecue down in Memphis? They said that Memphis got a booming food scene. And I can't go and get no barbecue down in Memphis?
Then I hope you die and suffer in hell.
That's crazy. Did y'all see what she said? They say this is the daughter of the woman that was killed. Let me run it back for y'all.
Then I hope you die and suffer in hell.
That kid, and this is why it's important to get back to your children. That kid said the thing that a lot of adults would say, but that kid got to live with this for the rest of their life. That kid said, I hope you die. And what did she say? Did she say suffer or burn in hell?
Then I hope you die and suffer in hell.
She said, I hope you die and suffer in hell. A child said, I hope you die and suffer in hell. Our communities are on fire. Memphis, Chicago, Oakland, New York, you take your pick. You take your pick. Our communities are on fire. They on fire. This is how supervillains are created.
The frustrations of a 12-year-old devastated tonight after the brutal murder of her mother. Her mother, that church's chicken employee that was gunned down yesterday. Police are still looking for this woman tonight in connection to that shooting. They say she pulled the trigger. Thank you for joining us tonight at 9. I'm Daryl Green. Darcy Thomas is off this evening. Now tonight, that victim's 12-year-old daughter and her father are speaking only with Fox 13 News. Daniel Wilkerson, he's live outside the church's chicken where it happened in South Memphis. So Daniel, have police said at all why this happened? Why did this all happen?
They say it happened over a food order, Daryl. Get that. We've also learned just within a few minutes that police have located the suspect's vehicle. More on that here in just a second. But in an exclusive interview, both the daughter and the father spoke with me. The daughter, as you would imagine, heartbroken over the death of her mother.
She meant everything.
At times, it was hard for 12-year-old Zoe West to even speak about her mother.
I just want my mama. I don't want nobody else than my mama.
You can't, as a parent, you can't just let your kid just be out there speaking to the news. You can't do that, man. That kid should be covered by family members, surrounded, being loved on. I mean, look, man, just me personally, I'm not parading my kid in front of the news to then express her emotions that she can't even control because she don't even know what she's feeling. She probably still partially in shock because it just happened the other day. You can't parade your kid in front of no cameras, bro. Your kid need to be protected. I don't know what these parents and these fathers and stuff is doing, bro, but your kid shouldn't be talking to no reporters. Man, get that kid inside of over their grandmother's house and be surrounded by family members and love, and get that chick some counseling and stuff like that. Take her away and keep her mind busy and all of that, bro. Telling your kid to go out there and talk about how much she wants somebody to die and stuff. Man, that kid is going to be scarred forever. That's going to live on the news forever, and she going to be able to replay it and look at it in addition to also looking at these news reports about what happened to her mother. What's wrong with y'all, man?
Zoe and her father, Lorenzo West, say Zoe's mother was that church's chicken employee fatally shot Monday night. West says he got a phone call.
Let me know to get my daughter to the hospital to get her been shot.
Sadly, he says his ex-wife, 48-year-old Anitra West, did not pull through.
And she likes a certain way to live. She always worked for it.
And that's what police say she was doing when she was murdered. It happened just after 9 Monday night at the church's chicken on Park Avenue. Investigators say this woman with purple hair drove through the drive-thru in this teal-colored SUV and had an argument with Wes. Officers say at some point, Wes walked outside to get some air. A few minutes later, witnesses tell police they heard a gunshot. They say the woman in the SUV then sped off the parking lot. Memphis police confirmed to Fox 13 News Tuesday night the dispute was over a food order. This 12-year-old would have to learn the news her mother died online.
I seen it on Google.
Zoe and her father say Wes was super smart. They say she loved serving people, and that's why she chose to work in the service industry.
We were married 15 years, and she was my high school sweetheart and all that.
That's why I don't keep my chick in no industries. My chick got to work for me. She got to be around me, up under me. Nope. Ain't about to be sitting out here scrapping for no orders. My women, they need to be in the house. My daughter, my wife, they need to be up under me. Now you gonna sit right here in front of daddy. There ain't no alarm clocks waking you up in the morning. Your job is to make sure that you go to school and take care of business and be a good girl. Your job is to make sure that my daughter is going to school, taking care of business and being a good girl. And y'all just stay right here up under me. You can come visit me in the city. Come and hang out. Come spend the night. You got your own bedroom over there. You got your own room. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. And then y'all go way out there back to the suburbs. You go to school. You make sure that you take care of business. We're going to get y'all some cleaners, whatever. My kid, my daughter, my wife, they not about to be involved in this nonsense. What up to 2K in the building? Shout out to my guy. I love you, big dog.
And we pretty much had gotten closer after we separated, and because we had to co-parent.
At this point in the interview, I asked the question that sometimes is hard to ask families who have just lost a loved one. I asked whether there was a lesson that can be learned from all of this.
Read the audience. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Be in control of you.
He said the same thing I said.
9 times out of 10, you control the situation to a certain extent.
He said
He
the
says
same
some people
thing I
have
said.
no regard for human life, and you never know who you're arguing with. As for this 12-year-old who will now have to grow up without her mother, she has this message for the killer.
And I hope you die and suffer in hell.
That's insane, man. Listen, man, be careful who you messing with. Don't surround yourself with these monsters. It's going to mess up your life. Be in control of the situation. When you control yourself, I told somebody yesterday, I said, when you control you, you control the situation. When you control you, you can control everybody else that's emotional around you.